Let me ask you something real quick. Have you ever tried to glow up, copied someone's haircut, copied someone's style, and it just didn't work on you? Yeah, same. And for a long time, I thought I was doing something wrong. But then I realized something. Not every man is meant to look good the same way. That's why Looksmaxxing feels confusing. Because people tell you what looks good, right? But they don't tell you who it looks good on. So in this video, I'm gonna help you figure out your Looksmaxxing archetype as a black guy. Not by copying trends, but by understanding your face and choosing a style that actually fits you. And just to be clear, I'm not a coach, I'm not a model. I'm literally just a regular guy like you. So if this helps you out, that's actually a win. So we're going to start with the ogre archetype. So the ogre archetype, these are people like the bodybuilders or just people who have that size, like Shag or Terry Crews. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be a bodybuilder, you get me? There are people like Mark Henry also. Mark Henry also falls into this archetype. So the ogre archetype, you know, these are guys usually very big in size, you know, bald head, whatever hairstyle you want, you get me? But most of the times they're not normal looking people, you get me? They're extraordinary kinds of people. So let's go on to the next archetype, and that is the natural masculine archetype. So honestly, the natural masculine archetype, the best person to actually show this is Burna Boy. Burna Boy is definitely a natural masculine type of person, you get me? So what I've seen from this natural masculine archetype, right? They have overly masculine features like the jawline, big nose, so they have exaggerated features, you get me? Like the nose on this guy, exaggerated. If you see the eye ridge right here, right? That nigga looks like he's gonna hunt you down. If you see the eye ridge on his face, like that eyebrow ridge, he's definitely going to come for your ass. That guy is hunting you down. So we have also, you know, overly masculine features. If you look at this guy looks like he's going to beat your ass, you get me? And you see this guy right here, you can see it from the jawline. The jawline is exaggerated. Those are natural masculine archetypes. Natural masculine archetypes tend not to have any pretty boy features, bro. These guys are coming for you. This guy here is also a natural masculine archetype. Jonathan, that guy, right? That guy, if you see his face, is a natural masculine archetype, right? But if he wants to change his face, what can he do? He can definitely get longer hair, you know, just like the Burna Boy did, or even just like this guy you're looking at the screen. This guy is a naturally masculine archetype type of person, right? Tattoos and all that. But when he adds in that hair, everything just goes boom, right? It doesn't look that intimidating. So what I've come to realize, most guys fall into this archetype, natural masculine archetype, little to no feminine features at all. So let's get on to the next archetype, and that is the Chad archetype, okay? So the Chad archetype, of course, angular jaw is a must. But also, the thing about the Chad archetype, they usually tend to start from an age of around 23 and above, 24 and above, right? Honestly, if you're like 19 or 21 years and you look like this, I don't understand what's going on. But honestly, Chad archetypes, usually with the angular jawline, right, usually have some feminine features in them, you get me? Probably the lips, if you see from all these guys I've shown you here. I know guys might say that this is weird, but bro, we're studying how you can actually find your Looksmaxxing archetype, okay? So you can see from the lips, from the eyes. If you see the eyes, it's like these guys got the features from their mother, right? You get me? So they have a good balance of pretty boy features and masculine features. There's nothing overly there, you get me? So this is how the Chad archetypes actually look like. Even King 6A the Great falls into this category. I think you can see King 6A the Great, right? He has a little bit of like feminine features, but then also the jawline and everything balances out the face, right? So there's nothing really crazy going on there. So that's the Chad archetype. So you can either be in the Chad archetype, let us say if you're 23, around there. So let's go on with the next archetype, and those are the pretty boy archetypes. Honestly, this is the most archetype, the most kinds of people, because pretty boy, what I've come to see, there are a lot of black men also with a lot of prettiness, like pretty boy features, bro. I don't want you to like make this sound crazy, okay? So let's start with the soft boy archetype in the pretty boy category. So as you guys can see from these faces, right, if this guy is put on a wig, there's no saying that they are not females. Pause. I don't want this to sound crazy, okay? We're just studying these archetypes. I know there are guys watching this video and they look like this, which is totally not bad, bro. You'll have girls falling for you, things of sort of nature. So I think you guys can see pretty boy archetypes. They usually tend to have little to no masculine features. Maybe some jawline, you get me? Some jawline can be there, as you guys can see from these guys, right? But it doesn't matter, of course, what haircut, you get me? But we're talking about facial features. As you guys can see, they literally have female features, right? Feminine features. So that is the soft boy archetype. Soft facial features, no cheekbones protruding out, you get me? Now let's go on to the next one, and that is the robust pretty boy. So the robust pretty boy, right? They're like a pretty boy, but with more angularity. A pretty boy, but more masculine. A more masculine pretty boy, right? Of course, they usually tend to have no beard, but if you want a beard, most of the times, as a robust pretty boy, a goatee, a disconnected goatee would look good on you. If you go for a stubbo and you're a robust pretty boy, you might become a Chad, right? Yes, angularity is key here. The jawline is right there, the eye ridge, the facial features are very angular, but also they have those feminine features in them, right? As guys can see from this guy right here, the jawline is there, everything is there, right? But also if you look at the eyes are wide set, you get me? Like those are feminine features right there. But also if you see the jawline, so the jawline balances out with the feminine features. So that's like the robust pretty boy. So let's go on with the next archetype in the pretty boy category, and that is the prince archetype. Honestly, I think most guys can also fit onto the prince archetype. So the times these guys be rocking afros, buzz cuts, you get me? Those are the guys on the prince archetype. If you find yourself looking like one of these, you're definitely in the prince archetype. I want you to go on, look back through these archetypes and see whom you actually look like. So in the prince archetype, of course, rocking afro most of the times. And hey, let me tell you something. Haircut matters a lot, but also we're talking about facial features here. So as you guys can see from the prince archetype, they're not much, you know, there's nothing much like, oh, he has feminine features, oh, he has two masculine features. It's also like a mix of pretty boy and robust pretty boy, you get me? That's actually how the prince archetype looks like. I think you see, it doesn't really matter on what kind of hair you have, you can always change. Now archetype changes, as you guys can see from here, right? Duke Dennis definitely is not a natural masculine archetype. He definitely has feminine features right there, but it's also not that of a pretty boy, you get me? How did he change his archetype? One, of course, your aesthetic. He got tattoos, chains, the dress code. In this video, I've talked about your facial archetype. I'll be making videos on how you can maximize your archetype with aesthetic, that is dress code. Style is your personal opinion. But here you're trying to Looksmaxx to maximize your facial attractiveness. See what archetype you can actually fall into and maximize those features, you get me? Then when it comes to aesthetic, fashion, that's all you do what you want, okay? So learning archetypes actually gives you freedom to maximize your facial features, and then you go for the style you want. You can always go for the street, casual, whatever style you want, you get me? You don't have to, if you're in the prince archetype, you're not going to be dressing up like you're a fucking prince if you don't want to, you get me? If you want to be featured in the next video, send me your best pick through the pinned link in the comments and I'll help you find your archetype, and make sure you like and subscribe. More videos are coming soon.